Okay, so this is our third Nurbits prototype. In this prototype, we were starting to think about a grid sequencer. So you see this grid here, and time moves along the x-axis, and that's what this green bar is showing you. It's showing you where in time the song is actually, or the loop, I guess, is actually playing. And then on the y-axis, you have your pitch of the note that's going to play. So we have a chip down here, and we were thinking about this kind of like Tetris, where you get kind of a random chip and you have to figure out what to do with it. So this first chip, this is like our stimulus chip. This is like information like coming into your brain, like your senses feel something, and then you have that stimulus. So I'm going to go ahead and place this right over here, and then this chip is a whole note chip. So if I place this in this spot right here, this is like a goal. This is where we want to place a chip. This is showing us to beat the puzzle, we want to have a chip there. So I'm going to stick it right here, and well, actually, let me stick it over here first. So if I stick it over here, you notice this little circle is red. That's our threshold for this chip. So we need to get a signal into the chip to hit threshold, and if we don't do it in time, it'll start to shake like this, and it'll go away. And that's kind of us trying to model neuroplasticity. So let me try sticking it in the right place now. And when this loops back around, you'll hear it'll play a note. And it says, you did it. So I solved the puzzle. Another cool thing about this prototype is because we're using Unity Synth to do the dynamic music for this, I can change the sound of the instrument with this little slider. That one doesn't sound great, but I could try some other ones. And I can also change the BPM over here, so I can make it slower, and next time it loops around it'll play slower. Or I can make it faster next time it loops around. Change the instrument too. Stick it back at like 120. It's pretty standard. Alright, let me move on to the next puzzle. So this puzzle has a bunch of eighth notes that I have to hook up. So if I stick my stimulus on the left over here, I can start hooking these up in sequence. Oh, that's a weird instrument sound. Different sound. So I'm just going to start. Okay, so this chip, this is a relay chip. So these are too far. Oh no, I lost it. If you're playing this, you can kind of just click these chips to get a different one if you don't like the one you have. We were thinking initially you would have to like kind of place them off somewhere on the grid so they'll go away using that neuroplasticity we talked about, but we found that to be kind of annoying, so we added a thing where you can kind of just click them and they'll go away. And also if you like click the chip while it's about to go away, you can kind of cheat a little bit and get it to stick around a little longer. So I need another relay, so I was clicking through to get this relay chip. And what these do is they just kind of let you extend the reach of your signal. So I'm going to keep playing through, and you'll see this chip has a higher threshold. It has a threshold of 2. So to get that one up to 2, I'm going to stick a relay here, and then you have 2 signals going into it, one here and one here. And so I'm going to get some more that need multiple stimulus going into them to get them to play. This one takes 3, so it's a little bit trickier, but there we go, I got it. Okay, so this plus chip, this is an excitatory chip. So what this one will do, it's kind of like the relay chips, except instead of just sending the signal of 1 through, it actually adds to it, so you'll get +2. If I, yeah, stick it there, gets input and adds 1 to it. Same thing for this one. It had a threshold of 4, so I needed 2 excitatory ones to get it to threshold. I could have had 4 relays potentially, but I, might not have enough space for that. And also, of course, there are excitatory neurons in your brain, and that's what we're trying to model here. Okay, so this puzzle is a little bit different. We have these chips that are already here, and they're not part of our goal. So what I need to do is inhibit them, and eventually I'll get some inhibitory chips that I can stick in there. Here's one. So if I just stick this right here, it turns off all of these other chips down the sequence, and that will allow me to hit my goal. If I hadn't done that and I'd placed all these chips up here, then I would not have solved the puzzle until I inhibited those at the bottom. So this one is actually very similar to the last one, but it's a little bit trickier, and a few people we had play this were confused. They thought it was exactly the same, but these are actually one closer, so you have kind of, they start interacting with each other, like you see these are connecting here, and it makes it a little bit harder because what I need to do is actually inhibit some of these connections over here so that they don't, see, if it wasn't inhibited, these would connect up, and I don't want that, so I need to inhibit them. Alright, I just need one more 8th note chip. I can get that. And there we go. Oh wait, no. See, these are still getting a signal, so I need to inhibit those. There we go. Alright, and this one, this is where we kind of started having some fun. If you play through this puzzle, you might recognize the song. And actually, I don't think I'm going to play through it. I'm going to let you go ahead and try to do it yourself. If you look below this video on YouTube or on the blog post, we'll post a link to this prototype where you can play it in your web browser. So give it a try, and let us know what you think of the song in the comments. Thanks.